What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It would seem that we're having a double upload tonight, boys. That very rarely happens around here, but I was just on Twitter after finishing up my Overwatch League Power Rankings video. Then all of a sudden there's some massive bombshells that get just released on Twitter out of nowhere. Gamsu suddenly on the Shanghai Dragons, and XQC is back in Overwatch contenders on the LA Gladiators. What the hell happened in like the last hour or so? I am so confused. I really just don't have words right now. I am absolutely stunned. Where did all of this come from all of a sudden? But, enough about being surprised. I suppose I should just dive straight into things and first talk about this Gamsu and Dragon situation. So on the Shanghai Dragons Twitter, they said, "We are thrilled to announce that Youngjin Gamsu No is joining the Shanghai Dragons. Hashtag Shanghai Dragons, hashtag breakthrough." Then Gamsu on his own Twitter account followed up by saying, "I'm very grateful for my time with @Boston Uprising. Thank you to all of my fans that supported me during my first year playing in the Overwatch League. I know this is a shock and a big change, but I will do my best to make you guys proud." Then in another tweet, he said, "Thank you to my teammates who I got to know and play with. You guys will always be family to me. I'll see you guys on stage soon. I'm excited to begin the 2019 season with the Shanghai Dragons." I'm really not sure why all of this happened, because last I checked, the Uprising and Gamsu were on pretty good terms with each other. I'm pretty sure that the Uprising have always seen Gamsu as their golden boy. He's been the model player. They all really look up to this guy. Now all of a sudden he's gone. Maybe something went wrong on the Uprising's end where they didn't like something that Gamsu was doing, or perhaps Gamsu just wasn't really happy with the direction the team was going in, because let's be honest, the Uprising do look like a pretty weak team. They lost a lot of the members they had in the previous season, so it makes sense why Gamsu wouldn't want to be on the team anymore. They're looking pretty bad. I'm really not sure though, and if you have any idea as to why this happened, if you can provide any sort of explanation down in the comment section, that would be very much appreciated, because I am super lost right now. Now let's talk about how this affects both teams, and starting with the Uprising, this is really bad for them. The situation they were in was already really rough. They were looking like one of the worst teams in the entire league. They were down to just a few players that they had from the previous season, and now you have to minus that number by one yet again, leaving them with just Note, Kelix, and AimGod. Those are the only three players on the original Boston Uprising roster from the previous season. That sucks. The Uprising are probably going to be so bad. It's horrible. I don't know what else to say. I feel really bad for Boston. They did not deserve this at all. All of their best players just went out and left or got cut from the team because of allegations. Everything is going wrong for the Uprising. If you're a Boston fan and you're looking for any sort of good news here, at least know that Fusions is being upgraded from a two-way contract player to a full-time player. He's no longer going to be playing in contenders. He's going to be full-time on the Boston Uprising, which is great. I think that he's a player with a lot of potential. He's a great leader, fantastic shot caller. He should do a decent job of filling in for someone like Gamsu. Looking at this from the perspective of the Shanghai Dragons, this was such a good pickup for them. It was well needed too, because their only main tank on the roster, Fearless, who really wasn't that good to begin with, requested to go back home to Korea to recuperate. I don't know what was wrong with him exactly. I didn't read up on the whole twit longer that the Dragons made, but all I know is that the Dragons were in a rough spot where someone else was going to have to fill in at main tank, and that's not good. You don't want someone who doesn't even play that position to just go on there, right? So they go out and acquire Gamsu. What a great pickup. The Dragons are looking even stronger now, and I love it. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how good this team can end up being now. They have members from the Kongdu Panthera team from Overwatch contenders. They still have Gagery. Now they have Gamsu. This team is looking incredibly strong. Gamsu on the Shanghai Dragons. Now that is going to take some getting used to for me, but that's basically everything I have to say about the situation with Gamsu, the Dragons, and the Uprising. So now let's move on to the second part of the video, which is XQC deciding to return to Pro Overwatch, being in the Tier 2 scene on the LA Gladiators Legion. So earlier on his Twitter, he said the following: "Excited to join at Sentinels and at LA Gladiators Legion as a sub-main tank. Can't wait to be back in LA and hanging out with the boys." Then the LA Gladiators Legion went out and said, "Rolled and smoked. Welcome to our substitute main tank at XQC. He is going to be a backup main tank on the LA Gladiators Legion." How about that? I guess that's a good thing for him, because that means he doesn't have to work quite as hard. He can still stream quite a bit. He's back in LA hanging out with all the people he loves to be around. It's going to be a great thing for XQC. There's also a small chance that XQC just misses being a pro player. He's admitted this in the past, so I think it's reasonable to say that there is a chance that he just wants to be a pro player again. Even if it's more of just a casual perspective where he knows he's not going into the Overwatch League or anything, he's still going to take the opportunity, because why not? There's also the possibility that XQC is doing this because he really just doesn't want to be in Canada anymore. He wants to be back in LA having fun with guys like Aimbot Calvin and all of his other buddies that he used to hang out with all the time back when he played on the Dallas Fuel. Whatever the reason is, XQC is back, baby, and I could not be more excited. And that pretty much wraps everything up here. That's everything I wanted to say about this crazy news that just came out of nowhere. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. Make sure to comment down below what you think of all of this news coming out of nowhere. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as well. And until next time, this is ATP signing out. Peace.